Let's go. So it's Monday morning. As I've mentioned before, favourite day of the week. Got a whole week ahead of me. No public holidays. So just uninterrupted time to get stuff done. So we're heading off to the gym just after 6. Working chest today, which is going to be good. Got a little bit of a sore lower back, but I'm going to work around that and see what happens. But this week, I'm going to be working on a lot of new stuff that I've never done before. And like with these YouTube videos, I know that when you first start something, you're probably not going to be good at it. Which is just a given. Like, why would you be good at it? If you've never done it before, you're not going to be good. So I know that I have to just put in the work, get through that period where everything just sucks. And before you know it, like, I think this video will be close to like my 20th vlog in the mornings on the way to the gym. And I've changed my goal on this one. Well, I've refined the goal a bit to make it a bit more achievable and a bit more of an actual step. So I'm going to record 100 of these and then see how I feel about it. Did I enjoy doing it? Did people enjoy watching it? And then kind of refine from there and keep going, or decide to stop depending on where we are at 100. But this week I'm going to be doing a lot more B2B sales, and it's something like I want to be good at immediately, as with anything, because especially with sales, because obviously as a business owner you want the sale, but I'm just like, no, I have to send the emails, book the meetings, take the calls, and if the calls go poorly, good. You know, I'll learn what went wrong, and then the next call I'll be slightly better. And then if that call goes poorly, good. As long as I took the improvements from the call before and did them again, and so, okay, that also didn't work because of X, Y, Z, refine that again, do the next one. So I just have to keep doing that, taking small iterative steps with all the things that I'm doing. So there's going to be a lot of kind of contacting businesses, having good discussions, and that's going to be really interesting. What the hell is this flashing? Gee whiz, man. Trying to blind me. So yeah, you can go down these rabbit holes, especially on YouTube, which is fantastic for this, where you can find like an expert in the subject, which I've done, Alex Hormozi. I go on about him a lot, but he genuinely has like great information. And you watch a lot of the sales videos, and I've watched heaps. You learn about the frameworks and how to guide a sales call and that kind of thing. But there's nothing like when you actually go to do the call and then all of it flies out the window because it's not like in your subconscious, and that's where the real test begins. So that's what I'm looking forward to, putting it to the test, getting it in my subconscious. It's kind of like driving, you know, like now I can just drive a car and not even think about it. Whereas when you're learning, it's like every little thing you do is a conscious action. Am I turning the wheel correctly to be in the right spot of the road? Oh, I have to turn the indicator. I have to look over my shoulder. Like, you have to keep putting these things in your active thoughts to make sure you do them. Whereas now it's just, you just do them. So that's where I need to get to with some of these sales calls, sales activities. But a big oh, sorry, bit of pre-workout there, went down the wrong way. An integration went live over the weekend with one of my partners, which is really exciting because that's also going to lead to B2B sales, hopefully. I won't count my chickens before they hatch just yet. But yeah, some of these things have taught me a lot about the type of business I want to be doing. And with Navexa in particular, it's all mostly been B2C sales so far. So I've got to sell like 100 subscriptions, and that might equal, $2,000 a month on average. And that's all well and good. Or you can make a kind of a big B2B sale, and that's one sale instead of 100. And as a person trying to run a business, while I really like B2C and like dealing with individual customers, what the hell is this truck doing, man? People. Oh, it's going to hit the curb. Oh no, he's good. He is good. Give him some space. He's trying to do some kind of maneuver. Oh, he's going to do it. He's good. Anyway, pulling up at the gym. The damn truck made me lose my train of thought. But I'm going to get in there. And we're going to get after it. Hopefully the back holds up. See you after. All right. We're back. Out of the gym. Another session down. That went pretty well. Worked around my sore back. Worked out chest. No issues. See, I could have bailed out of the gym and been like, I got a sore back, a bit tired. But don't. Keep showing up. Keep putting in the reps. So we're heading back home. It's going to be a big week, I think, because like I was saying before, I'm going to be doing a bunch of things that I've never done before, and that's always a bit scary, but it's also exciting at the same time. And there's rarely ever a decision for me that is like clear cut, because there's so many good pros on both sides of a decision, but a lot of cons as well. And so I've started using this framework of another Hormozi one, of what would someone else do. So in my case, like, what would Alex do? And it's really easy. So he explains it, and it's spot on, where it's like, most people are really terrible at giving themselves advice. Like, if someone else came to you with the exact same problems you have, you'd give them a pretty good answer, because you'd know exactly, you could see exactly from the outside what the problem is, and you'd know exactly what to do. But when you think to yourself, what should I do? Man, there's a lot of traffic this morning. I'm going. When you think, what would you do? You can never really come up with a clear answer, because you're biased with all these other thoughts that you've got in your head. But the trick to snapping out of it is to find somebody that you respect, or that you think would make good decisions. And in my case, Alex Hormozi is a great example. So I think, well, what would Alex do? And that straight away allows me to get out of my head and think he'd probably just like get on the phone, call this partner up and be like, what's going on? And then he'd forge ahead and, make money. And it's like, yeah, that is what he would do. That's what I should do. And it's not necessarily that that's exactly what he would have done, because I have no idea what he would have done. I'm not him. But what it did allow me to do is trick my brain into giving me the advice that I know that I needed to hear. So whenever you, I think, come across a tough decision, it's like, maybe should you tell someone something or not? And you're like, oh, if I tell them this might happen, or if I don't tell them this might happen. But if you find someone you know and you respect and you be like, what would they do? The answer will be like, boom, they'd say this. And you'd be like, yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. So on that, I'm going to apply that to myself. Think, what would he do? And I know what he would do. He's going to call up this potential integration partner that's gone a bit quiet, and he'd find out what's going on. So that's going to be first port of call this morning. And then he'd start sending cold emails to potential customers. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I think I've got my day mapped out. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to learn this morning in doing that, which is then probably going to change my week quite a bit. But that's going to be a good thing. So lots of good stuff. But what I really want to do in this, and I got to keep reminding myself, is it's really easy kind of during the day or even during the week to like take your foot off the gas a little bit. Now you find, I'm like watching some YouTube, or like procrastinating by going and having a fourth coffee of the day, or whatever it might be. But I got to keep reminding myself, back to the goal, getting the business to succeed, getting it to succeed. And it's like, is this activity helping towards that? Because you get a finite amount of time in the week. And like a week feels like a long time, but it goes so quick. Before I know it, I'll be recording a video on Friday morning. And I'm hopefully going to be telling you, like, I sent all these cold emails, had some really good conversations with like 5 potential business owners, and it was great. Or I could sit, I mucked around and like time just slipped away and I didn't end up sending any emails. That's what I got to avoid happening. So about to pull up at home. Have an awesome week. Whatever it is you're doing, make sure you do it well. Like I always say, and it's a reminder for myself, so you don't have to do it, but work on high leverage business activities. Decisions that are going to make the most revenue for the business or the most success for the business, do those ones, kill everything else. So on that note, get after it.